Okay, so why did I punch Reynad in the face 3 times and choke him? Well, I think the abridged version just sums it up quite nicely, like a well-wrapped present. Um, so doing the long version is kind of annoying because it gets scattered in my brain. Sometimes when I'm talking and I have a story to tell, I have all these things floating up, and it's hard for me to like put out sentences. Okay. So the first day at DreamHack, I ran into Reynad. I guess I need to kind of just go back to like running into him at BlizzCon. I had a text from my friend. They're like, "Oh, Reynad's in our room right now. You should come say hi, lol." And I was like, "Okay, I'll go say hi," because I didn't want it to be weird. Like I didn't really care about like there's no reason for us to like be rude to each other. Like nothing matters. Like whatever he's hung up on. So I go say hi to him in that room. I'm like, "Hey, dude, like everything's gonna be cool with us. It's like at BlizzCon, like no hard feelings, right?" And then he says, "Yeah," and then immediately leaves the room. He doesn't want to hang out with everyone in that room because it was like me, Chance, and a bunch of people running up there. So he like left. I was like, "Okay, someone is still salty about like things that happened that was November, so 6 months ago." So then I see him at DreamHack, and I say there's a whole bunch of us in the lobby of the hotel, like drinking and taking shots. There's like people saw pictures if we tweeted them, buying lots of shots, and we're about to go out, and I see him. I'm like, "Oh hey, like nice haircut, like how are you, blah blah blah." And he was with Gara. I really like Gara. Gara's great. I started talking to Gara, and I knew we were all going out, and I also know that nobody wanted Reynad to go with us. But the thing is, I didn't think Gara should have to suffer not being able to go out and hang out with everyone just because nobody likes Reynad. So I tell Reynad, I tell Gara, I'm like, "Hey, we're all going to O'Leary's, so if you guys want to come, you guys should come." So everyone's like packing things. I talk to Reynad at O'Leary's, and it's kind of okay at first. I'm just like, "Oh, what have you been up to?" Blah blah blah. And I feel like eventually just like I got really drunk that night, but I could feel like my overall feeling of every time I talk to Reynad is like he's like bullying me, or he's like all these like backhanded like passive aggressive comments in the conversation. It's just like, God, it's like really fucking annoying talking to you. Like I don't want to talk to you anymore. So and then the next day, what happened the next day? I think we went to O'Leary's again. Reynad wasn't even there, I don't think. And then the third day, but I did run into Reynad at like DreamHack, and I just feel like he just said like annoying things. Like I said, it's just like I can't like repeat them or like remember them. All I know is I could just get to the point where the comment that I decided I'm gonna punch him in the face if he says something like this to me again. So this is DreamHack day. This had to be what day did DreamHack end? Saturday. So this was Friday night. So Friday, I wasn't even drinking because I was hungover from Thursday night, and then the Twitch party was going to be the next day, and I didn't want to be hungover. Like I wanted to drink and have fun at the Twitch party without being tired or hungover for the day before. So Reynad comes up to me in the lobby, and he's like, "Oh, Leah, like where's the party at? Where's everyone going?" And I remember thinking to myself, like, I'm so sick of you like trying to get in on my plans with my friends, and nobody even wants to hang out with you. So I tell him like, "We're all going to O'Leary's," and it was like 1 a.m. and O'Leary's closed at 2. So I see him leave and jump in a cab and go to O'Leary's. And I'm like laughing to myself because really we were all just staying at the hotel. And that was kind of troll. That was funny. So we were all in the lobby, and we have Scrub Patrol Chuck. You guys know him in the stream. He donates to me a lot. Really great guy. But what people don't know about about Chuck is the way he found my stream. He had a brain tumor, and it was when he was doing. I asked him like if I could like explain this on stream because then you'll understand why I was so mad and insulted by Reynad. So Chuck found my stream when he had a brain tumor, and so when he was in the hospital getting treatment, he would watch my stream, and it just like made him happy, you know? Like he's sick, he's fine now, he's cured. So he's not like a creeper, he's not like anything terrible or like bad, but like that's how he found my stream, and he donates to me because it was. He's like sitting there getting chemo or in the hospital, and he's watching my stream, and it makes him happy or whatever. Like, and he's like a homie, you know. So Chuck had bought like a bunch of liquor, and all like the bars close at 2. So we're all down in there. Raina obviously comes back, and somehow he gets on like the plan to like go up to Chuck's room and drink. Like there's a whole bunch of us, like 20 people, and everyone's about to go up. But I think I was talking to James Harding, and we were about to smoke a cigarette, and I said, "Oh, I was like telling him I don't know, I don't really want to drink tonight. I think I'm gonna go to sleep. I know Chance had already gone to sleep. Like Chance was with me, and I was like, no, I'm gonna go to sleep. Like we're going to bed." And then I decided like, wait, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, and I was like, man, I should go to the room and say hi. So they had all left, but I told everyone I was gonna go to sleep, maybe go up there and say hi. So then I decided, all right, I'm gonna go say hi to Chuck, see what's going on in this party. I get in, I knock on the door. So this was the moment when This is the moment when I decided I'm going to punch Reynad in the face. So I knock on the door, I go into the room. The first person I see is Reynad, and he turns around to me and says, "Oh, like, what happened to sleep?" And he had like this like stupid look, smug look on his face, and I was about to explain, "Oh, I just stopped by to say hi," but like before I can like leave or in the conversation, "I smoked a cigarette. Yeah, I smoked a cigarette when I was like drunk or whatever. It's like what you do or whatever at DreamHack and when you're drinking." And I smoked a lot of cigarettes with like forces. Just, I don't know. At DreamHack, I was smoking cigarettes. I didn't buy my own pack. I bummed him. So I walked in the room. The first thing I see is Reynad, and he says, "Oh, like, she's like, "Oh, what happened to going to sleep?" And then I said, I was about to explain, I'm here to say hi. He interrupts me and says, "Leah, just admit it. The sex with Chance is that bad." And I just remember, like, that's something like people say in chat all the time, and it's like a running joke, but coming from him, I had like this feeling in me. I'm like, "You motherfucker, you're in this room drinking the liquor of my friend, like my friend, and you're fucking enjoying your time here, and you're gonna insult me like again." Like this was like the 100th time he'd insult me, and so that was the moment when I was just like, you know what? If he mentions Chance or like disrespects Chance and I or just does anything again like that, I'm gonna punch him in the face, right? So, and the way he said it was just so like, ugh, like, what are you doing in here? Like, go away. Nobody likes you. And then that night, he's also like grabbing Celeste's ass, and I saw Celeste like push him away. And the way he handles like girls rejecting him is then he then calls them like a slut and a bitch. And then he like the next day he was telling people that like Celeste was like giving lap dances at that party. No, she didn't. There's a lot of people there. She didn't give anyone a lap dance. He's just like can't handle rejection. Like if a girl rejects him, he's going to basically like be mad at her and spread rumors about her. Whatever. So that's like a different story. You guys can ask other people about that. So that was the moment where I decided I'm gonna punch him in the face. So then at the DreamHack party, I'm outside smoking a cigarette with James Harding again, and like Forsen wasn't there. The thing is, like, I remember Forsen was just like, "If you're gonna punch him, like, make sure I see it." He missed it. I was so sad. But so we're out there, and I remember because I was pretty drunk that night. I just remember turning and like there's Reynad, and he said something to me about like him and Chance like now being BFFs or whatever, and I was like, "Don't kid yourself, kid. Like Chance is never gonna be friends with you. Like nobody actually likes you." And then all I know is like we were like, it escalated, and then this is what he said that tipped me over the edge in that like back and forth argument is he said, because I think I mentioned like, "How dare you go to like my friend's party, drink his liquor, and I walk in and you insult me? You're there because of me, like blah blah blah." And so he says, "Oh, I was only there to make sure. I was only there to suck Chuck's dick for your Chuck." No, he didn't even say Chuck. He said your top donator. He said, "I'm only there to suck your top donator's dick in case you weren't going to do it," or something like that. And it made me think like, you fucking little shit. Like Chuck, like he was sick, he watched my stream, I made him happy. He doesn't donate to me to be like some creeper who like wants me to, have sex with him. And so like he said that, and so that's why I say, "Reynad, what the fuck is your problem? Like why are you always like this?" And he says, "I'm like this because you lie about me on your stream." And that's when I just like my mind was blown. I was like, "You're kidding me. You were mad at me for something that happened 6 months ago, and I never lied, and I only talked about you once on my stream, and I didn't say all this to him." This was like running in my mind because honestly, that's the moment I realized words are not going to work with this guy. So I walked up and I punched him in the face once, and then he like head went to the side and he was like trying to back away from me or something, and then I grabbed him by the throat and I punched him 2 more times, and then Chance and Nick like pulled me off of him. But that's basically what it was. It was just like I was like, "I'm so done with you, and like you're making me pay for something 6 months ago that didn't even happen." I only talked about him on my stream after he was already talking about me multiple times on his, and then got to the point I'm like, "Dude, I'm so sick of this guy." And then I just realized like the guy, I don't think he even realized when he's being an asshole, and I think he just changes stories in his mind to make him okay with it. I don't know, dude. The guy's crazy. I just like I'm sick of this shit. Words are not going to be. I didn't even feel like arguing with him about something 6 months ago. So I just punched him, grabbed him by the throat, punched him 2 more times, and then I got pulled out or like pulled away. And then honestly, everybody at that party and everyone who saw it was just like, "Oh my God, thank God, like that guy needed to get punched. Like that was amazing. Like he deserved it." Because I didn't have one person come up to me and say like, "Leah, that was a little uncalled for." Only like random people on Twitch and on my Twitter are saying like it was bad. But honestly, all the opinions of like my peers and even people who were not even at the DreamHack party were like tweeting at me in DMs, like my friends like from WoW and stuff who stream WoW, and everyone's just kind of like, "Yeah, it's like the kid's a loser. He deserved to get decked." So There you go. That's the whole story, the unabridged. Just basically like, yeah, I was just sick of his shit. He's a bully. He's a bully. And like anybody who like thinks who sticks up for him, it's honestly like Venomous Bean, welcome back. Honestly, like if you're sticking up for Reynad, it's like the same as sticking up for like Joffrey when Tyrion slapped Joffrey around. Like nobody stuck up for Joffrey. Okay? So that's the unabridged story. And I think I was totally in the right to stick up for myself. He had been like just saying all these backhanded stupid comments, and I was sick of it. I was sick of the insults. Venomous Bean, thank you, sir. So there we go. Boom.